best way to make a schedule so that you can stick to a routine? That's what we're going to look at on this video. And just a few tips and tricks that you can start to use so that you can start to really stick to that schedule that you're making. I'm Lucy, Holistic Peak Performance Coach and speaker. Making a schedule, you might think, and one of the reasons you might not be sticking to the schedule is because you think your freedom has been taken away. If I stick to this, I've got to stick to this plan, I don't have autonomy, and it's going to be really tedious. But actually, it's the opposite to that. You actually have more freedom because when you have a schedule that suits you and suits your plan and suits who you are, and you know exactly what to do and when to do it, you actually have more time, freedom at the end of the day or whenever you choose to have it, because you know exactly what to do and when to do it, and you get it done so much faster, which is peak performance. And so this is one of the tips. Make sure that you know exactly what you need to put onto that schedule that's going to make a difference. Don't put stuff on there that's not making a difference. So the first thing to know is, what are the things that I need to prioritize? What are the things that are going to make a difference in my business and a difference in my day? Those are the things that go in first. That's what I call your rocks. They go in place first. And you can map out your whole week. You can map out your month with those things sometimes. But write them down. Know that they're in your schedule and you're going to be doing them. And make sure you look at your schedule as well. So sometimes you don't stick to a schedule because you can't be bothered to look at it. You just think, oh, I'll just do this now. But if it's written down for doing at 10 a.m. or 1:30 or whenever, then you stick to that and do it. Make it a habit. Again, one of the reasons people don't do this is because they don't do it for long enough to make it a habit. So start by making it something that you do, even if you're pushing through the struggle, which again is part of the flow process. You have to go through that struggle. And the struggle is doing it over and over each day, 5 days a week, or however long that you're going to do that thing. That is part of the struggle. And the struggle is a good thing. It's actually part of your work is to go through that struggle so that you can get into that new habit, so that you can get into the flow each time and just get it done, just get it out the way, especially if it's something that perhaps you don't like. So if you're thinking, I can't stick to a workout routine, push yourself to do it for at least 66 days, and then it will be a habit. That's an average. 66 days is the average it takes. Sometimes it's quicker. Sometimes it's like 20 days. And sometimes it might be 120 days. But 66 is the average. So keep doing it until it becomes a habit and normal. And you don't even think, oh, am I going to work out today? Shall I do it? Shall I not? You know you're doing it Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m., for example. You know you're doing that. And so you just go and do it. You don't have to think about it. You just do it. So when you worship that schedule, when you worship your calendar, you will have so much more time at the end of your day. And then you have that autonomy that you want because you have created a real fantastic structure for your week, for your month, for your year, however long ahead you want to look at that. So that's the best way to make your schedule. Make it so that it suits you. It suits what your priorities are. If fitness isn't a priority on there for you at this moment, you probably won't have it on there. One of the things to add into your schedule is definitely rest time. So going out for a walk in nature, meditating, wall staring, all those things that you just possibly put aside and you don't think it's important. But that can also be another thing to stop you doing it because you just work, and you're like, oh God, I just feel so tired. You have to allow the body to rest and recharge before you get on with that next thing that you want to be doing. So that is the reason to worship your calendar. That's the reason to have a schedule, to have a calendar in the first place. And there are some reasons in there why people can't stick to it. So pinpoint the reason, and it might be a story that you've said in your head. And if you keep on saying to yourself, I can't stick to a schedule, I just can't do it. Guess what? You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And change the story. Change the story to, I am getting so much better at sticking to my schedule. I am absolutely great now at sticking to my schedule. I find scheduling exciting. So as you go through and you actually hit those things and hit the goals of creating that schedule and sticking to that schedule, then that affirmation can change. And visualize yourself making the plan before you start your day, and visualize yourself at the beginning of your day, or even just before you go to bed, hitting all of those goals that you've set, hitting all of that, eating healthily, doing your fitness, doing the work you need to do, having the breaks, and having that stop time. Tick, you've done it. And that feels so good. So there'll be another video coming up on screen. I'll see you over there. If this helps, give it a thumbs up. And I wish you an absolutely awesome day. Take care. Bye for now.